Football. I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this. The college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Hand off to the right side. Finding some room at the 25. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype for the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. To the air, it's Klubnik. It's a short completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him?
Wow, how about the defense here? On the road in a playoff game, you step up and come up with an interception on the first drive. You're an underdog, it's a big stage, all odds are against you, and you start off the opening drive as a defense with an interception, and you bring your quarterback out now with some confidence, believing that they can win this game.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Breaking tackles.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
On the ground, it's Robinson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Short throw complete to the tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure is coming. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back. That one moves the ball across the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Again, makes it second and medium. It's a shotgun run call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. To throw, it's Klubnik. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
The defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
Well, they're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's moving out of the pocket now. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
He's moving out of the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Really good route here by the receiver, but that's the ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Georgia getting set for the 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. This should be the last play of the quarter. Handoff running right. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
Georgia 7, Clemson 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. On the run, it's Jefferson. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
First down. We're going to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Clemson now operating in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And the back now goes in motion. To throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
And everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Evans. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it out of the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Dogs. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Receiver makes the catch. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short game. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. It's blocked. It's picked up by the defense. A live ball. Can they run it all the way back? And midfield. The 40. At the 30. The 20. At the 10 now. And he takes it the distance for 2 points. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit when a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Cannot escape, and down he goes. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That's caught. It's Evans. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. The Dogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Evans. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. Offense reflects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Trying an onside to start for third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a second.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. From the shotgun, drops back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Finds his man, has the first down. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. That's a flashy run with the spin move, but produces just a short gain.
It's now second and goal.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Finding space at the 20. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 30. At the 20. Crosses the 10. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. Brought down to the 32, so good job by the returner there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On the run, it's Frazier. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Going to create outside the pocket now. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They've converted one of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
This crowd is trying to make a difference in this football game and cheering on their defense, and that play right there will make everybody take a seat. What a great job of converting here.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
If you're going to throw the ball this close to your own goal line, you've got to go to the quick game to get the ball out fast to give your quarterback a chance. Otherwise, consider running the football. Something different from sitting back and holding the ball and giving the defense a chance to come up with a big...
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Using his legs here. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Send the back in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. Looking to scramble. He's on the run. Launches deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. To the air, it's Klubnik. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense cannot be stopped. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. And I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
We go with a direct snap. And he'll be brought down.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. This is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that
just trucks through the defender? That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
And not even a chance to pitch that one. He's brought down in the backfield. Important second down play coming up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Grab down the middle. It's Frazier. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Handing off on the draw play. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 10. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they did it.
First and goal here. They need a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, that's positive yards on first and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game. Critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Boy, what a great job by this offense to put this touchdown up on the board with under 3 minutes to go. It's a no-brainer. You go for 2 and try to tie this game up here late.
It's obviously down 2. They'll go for the two-point conversion to try to tie the score. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Yeah, I mean, here we are in the fourth quarter. It makes total sense to go for this two-point play to tie this game up. Unable to execute and get it done, so now the pressure shifts to their own defense to come up with a stop to get the ball back.
Bringing it out, it's Evans. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's play action. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Second down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. More out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back grabs it on the screen, and he will be stuffed for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, the defense does exactly what they needed to do here by coming up with the interception with less than 2 minutes to go. They get the ball back to their quarterback, and now they've got a chance to possibly win this game.
First and goal, a chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Touchdown, Tigers. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And not through the PAT, so the lead is 5 here in the 4th quarter. But for taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. offense is back out on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Catch made on the out route. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Fires it to the wideout. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. This time it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete on the final play. Broken up for the defense to preserve this victory. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.